Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for November 4th, 5th, and 6th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, if this is the first time you've been on my channel, or if you want to just cross-watch for your other signs, then just go down there to the timestamp and it will bypass the introduction. This introduction is going to be on all the videos. Okay, sorry I'm a little bit late, still trying to fight whatever this is. Went to the doctor, understand it's seasonal allergies, and it's just until we get that really good frost, I'm going to just have some ups and downs with it. So thank you all for your concern. Thank you all for your wonderful, wonderful comments. Okay, so now let's go on and talk about the cards I'm going to be using. You know, I'm going to be using my Bradley Valentine Angel Tarot cards and then my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for the main reading. And then I will use my Grant and Doreen Virtue Angels of Abundance. And I will also use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this, the introduction, I'm going to use my traditional Waite Rider and my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So we do have a very interesting time coming up with the full moon. The full moon will be on the, what is it going to be? It is going to be on the 8th. Interesting energy with that. And we'll talk more about it Friday. But on the 5th of November, we have Venus, which is 17 degrees in Scorpio, opposing Uranus, which is retrograde, but 17 degrees at Taurus. Now, Venus is all about relationships. Scorpio, it can be very kind, very loving. It can be very pointed energies regarding relationships. Scorpio, I look at Scorpio as the secret discoverer or the secret detective. Wants to look and see what the reality of the stuff is. Now, Scorpios can keep a lot of secrets themselves. So not saying that they're, that this is totally an honest, time. However, Scorpio does not like secrets in their own world. So we have Venus with Scorpio, relationships, secrets unraveling or being discovered. But then we have Uranus, which is the planet of expect the unexpected. It's retrograde, so there's a little bit more instability with that. And it's in Taurus. It's been in Taurus for since 2018, right? Taurus is about home, work, job, career, very stable energy. So we have instability in Taurus. We have, secrets being discovered regarding relationships. It feels like on the 5th is going to be a very intense energy, and not sure what we're going to discover, what we're going to see, but it's kind of like on the home front, secrets revealed, not necessarily what we want to hear or see. It's like one of those times I'd rather not know what I know now. So interesting times. And then we'll go into the 8th. And then the 8th has, with that full moon, total lunar eclipse. Okay. And then there's all of this stuff. Some of the planetary energies are in alignment or trine or positive, but there's a lot that's squared and that's also opposing. So let's see what we've got going on. So we've got some very intense energies starting, I would say, more around that 4th, 5th of the month, and I would say again leading into like the 10th, 11th of the month. Interesting times. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. One card has fallen out. And here we are here. I hope I don't sniffle during our reading. Here we go. First card is the Page of Cups. So what is this? What is this I see? So pages, all the court cards have dual energies. Pages, underlying energy is our earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth, money, job, career type of energy, our home energy. Now the Queen, I will just go through it now. The Queen's underlying energy, the Knight's underlying energy is fire. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, determined, fire energy. The Queen's underlying energy is water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Fluid, emotional, romantic to some extent, but very, very, putting your heart into it, whether it be right or wrong. And then we have the King's underlying energy, which is air, which is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. So we do have a lot of things going on. Oh, well, air is basically thinking things through, making some plans, very linear thinking. It's also hearing news. Okay, so we have some interesting energy where, Aquarius, my Saturn in Aquarius. Mars is now retrograde in Gemini. I think we have 4 or 5 planets in the water energies between Scorpio and Pisces. So we've got some, but then we have our Earth energies. We have Capricorn, which is Pluto. So we've got some strong stuff going on. The only energy we really don't have at play right now is our fire energy. So we're not quite balanced out that way. The water energy planets, or the planets that I was telling you about, water energy, that's going to make us a little bit more emotional also. So now we come to the Page of Cups. So Earth energy, underlying. Water energy, emotional. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, emotional, fluid. And I always look at this, and it's pages are very enthusiastic. They want to jump right in. But I just had this, first thing I said was, and what do we have here? This is quizzical. This is different. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. Not quite sure. Do I throw you back? Do I keep you? Why are you even here for me? Because, he's looking at his fish. This fish has come to him. The fish is also like looking at him like, and what do we have here? So kind of feeling a little bit out of place, kind of feeling a little bit odd. I'm not quite sure what we're doing with this just yet. Again, I'm speaking for the card, and now next time could give me a totally different reading. But I just feel, and what are we doing now? Where are we going with this now? So there is something new, this traditionally is a new romantic energy, new romantic experience about to, unfold for us. I'm kind of getting a very quizzical energy here, like I'm not quite sure where or what I'm even supposed to be doing. So I feel it's more of an energy that's just kind of saying, again, what are we doing? What is this all about? So let's see what we've got here. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, this is reversed, and remember, reversed energies are stronger. So this is a 12. This is a major arcana card. 12, you think of it as a 1, new beginning, 10, transition. Plus 2 is our choices, decisions. Add it together, it becomes a 3. Numbers are important. 3 is creativity, celebration. It's also the power of 3. This is the Hanged Man. This is looking at things a little bit differently. So it's kind of like, I just feel this very quizzical energy coming from this Page of Cups. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to be going. And then the Hanged Man says, wait a minute, you're not looking at it the right way. You need to look at things differently in order for this to move forward, or in order for it to at least have a semblance of making sense. So something's going on this weekend, and again, that Venus in Scorpio, connects with this for me too. It's like, what are we supposed to be doing? Where are we supposed to be going with all of this? You need to look at things differently. It could be, the one thing I know about the Hanged Man is, even though he's hanging there by his 1 foot, and, he's not necessarily in pain, nor is he, he does not look like he's in pain, nor does he look like he's having a very hard time sustaining this pose. So whatever's going on for this weekend, again, with the relationships, with the, the secrets being discovered, things like that, we have to look at things differently, and it may not necessarily make sense. The Hanged Man says not everything makes sense. Just look at it differently, and maybe the answers will come. Okay, next card here. Well, this is lovely. So here we have a 21. So we have a 2, we have a 2 plus a 1, and we've talked what 2s and 1s are all about. The world means things come back to, things, what goes around comes around. Things come to full circle. things are being brought to another level, to another place, but it's also being brought to a better level, a better place. So the world energy does have a lot of balance to it, does have a lot of completion to it. So whatever this is going on has a completing energy to it. Things are coming around, not necessarily full circle. It's, that would be more your Wheel of Fortune, or, well, this does have kind of a full circle, but it doesn't always come back to the same spot, okay? But the world does bring about a good job, does bring about possibilities, opening, you've done what you needed to do. Now it's time to wait and to rest and to get ready for your next chapter. So that's quite lovely. That's quite lovely. Again, the Page of Cups, quizzical. And what do we do now? What do we do now? The Hanged Man, look at things differently. Things are coming around full circle. And in many ways, the world does bring about answers too. So let's see what we've got going here. The Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. What do you have for us? What do you have for us? Okay, here we go. The Queen of Water. So remember I told you the Queen's underlying energy is water, and this is water. So there's a lot of water energy right now. And like I told you, I think there's like 4 or 5 planets that are either in Pisces, Scorpio, or they're about to go in it. The balance has shifted. It's more of an emotional energy. There's more of a feeling very deeply energy. But the Queen of Water, she is royalty. She stands in her royalty. She feels very, very deeply. She loves very deeply. So this in itself whatever's going on is being done because of a caring energy. It's very caring, whatever's going on. It may not necessarily be easy, or you might not necessarily understand what's going on. We may not understand what's going on. But it's being done because it's very caring, very loving energy here too. So I guess that thing, that Venus in Scorpio, like I said, it's opposing Uranus in Taurus. It's shaking things up a lot in our home front, in our security. It's shaking things up, but it's being shaken, it's being shook for a good reason. So the Queen of Water, romantic, emotional, very loving energy. Again, not necessarily, we might not understand it per se, but the world does come out to say, good job, things are coming, or things are going where they need to be going. Okay? Anyway. Okay, we made that short, but I just want to be able to get my readings done and get them out to you. So please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Click on the bell down there for notifications. You really help me out by doing that. But why don't we get started with our readings? Hello, my Aries, and how are you? Well, let's try to get through these readings before I lose my voice completely. But I have to say that as I'm thinking my Aries and I'm, meditating, doing the stuff I do before each of the changing over. The song, Carly Simon's song, Anticipation, kept coming into my head. And I like it when those songs come, even if they seem to play over and over and over. So you're waiting for something, but it's got a very positive energy to it. So I'm hoping that it's a positive outcome for you. But so you need to make sure that you're really taking care of your health during this weekend, because there's just kind of like a racing pulse, a racing RACECING. It just feels like it's just a lot of anticipation. That's all I can tell you. Now, if you live too far in the past, I've said this before, you're prone to depression. If you live too far in the future, you are prone to anxiety. So try to stay in the moment this weekend, even if you're just feeling like there's so much coming, because there is a lot coming for you, my Aries. Anyway, these two are reversed. let's see what we have for my Aries. First card is the Knight of Fire. So the Knight of Fire, Knight's underlying energy, fire. This is fire, fire. Knights are directional, knights are passionate, but they do go where you lead them. You are fire energy. Also, Leo and Sagittarius is, fire energy. Remember, too, Sagittarius is following Scorpio season. So this could be something that's happening between now and Sagittarius season, okay? I feel like a lot of things get wrapped up or a lot of decisions get made by Sagittarius season. Anyway, the Knight of Fire is a little bit flamboyant. The Knight of Fire is very confident and goes after what he wants. So this is something, again, like I said, if there's anticipation, don't let it flow, don't let it increase your anxiety too much. Try to stay in the moment, but remember, there is going to be this time when you're just set free and you're going to go after whatever this is you want to go after. Anyway, the Knight of Fire is passionate, adventurous, self-assured, also restless. A sudden event. This is what I love about the fire, the Knight of Fire, because it's like it's a turn of the dime. It's like, things might not look like they're going the way you want them, and then just like that, something changes. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So, next card, the Nine of Fire. Stand firm. Do not give up. Do not give up your positioning. Now, I'm not saying you don't compromise. I hate compromising. Usually compromise was always worked better for the other person than me. It doesn't mean that you don't discuss. It doesn't mean that you don't debate, but you stand firm. Now, 9 is, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. Fire energy, again, your energy. I love her. You know I love this woman. She is confident. She will protect. She is like a little tigress with whatever she needs to watch over. She does not give an inch. She is I call her the dragon slayer, but sometimes the dragon tamer. So sometimes she will be forceful. Sometimes she will be velvety smooth. Okay. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. So you've got this fire energy that's really pushing you forward. But again, you need to really do everything with confidence this weekend. Next card, reversed, the 9 of Air. Well, remember, this is that anxiety I was talking about. So you've got a 9-9 again. So air energy is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and our Libra. This is that anxiety. You need to really work at living in the moment and just kind of giving to whatever's going to be happening up to God, source, higher power. But the 9 of Air is that, oh my gosh, what is happening? The 9 of Air is that self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like going through all of the worst outcomes instead of really pushing forward to the positive outcomes, okay? The 9 of Air allows negative energy in, and that can be harmful to your health, okay? So something with your health, and again, I'm not doing medical advice. I'm just saying anxiety can create a lot of tension, okay? The 9 of Air, 9 of Swords, is expecting the worst. But when you expect the worst, that's when self-fulfilling prophecy sets in. That's when you're putting it out into the energies that nothing good is happening. And then, when you're putting that out, nothing good happens. So, sleepless nights. This is the anxiety. This is the anxiety. This is the positive motion. This is the standing firm. This is the anxiety. So again, I get this anticipation type of weekend for you, this waiting, wondering. Again, I'm going to tell you, watch for anxiety. Don't live too much into the future. Enjoy each day. Try to stay in the present, okay? So that's just what the energies are like. So if you're feeling a little rushed, if you're feeling a little like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Just know the energies out in there, that universe, are kind of pushing and pulling you at the same time. So let's see what John Holland's Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards have to say for my Aries. Spiritual union. So we have a 2. 2 is choices. 2 is coming together. crossroads, spiritual union. This is a very loving energy. This is a very loving cup energy too. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Very fluid. This is people, this is coming together. This is just a very loving energy that's overwhelming you. That's not shouldn't overwhelming you. That's just encompassing you. So whatever's going on around all of this, you have a lot of people, a lot of caring energy around you. Tap into that for yourself. Tap into that. Help that keep the anxiety, at bay. Tap into the loving energy. Now, this could also be a new romantic interest, or it could be a romantic interest growing closer too. But there's just a lot of love that's surrounding you this weekend. Okay, let's see what we have with the Angels of Abundance. Let's see if I can actually read the small print. I'm having a little difficulty reading that for this round, but let's see. It's my medication that I'm on. So let's see what we've got here for my Aries. Here we are. Successful funding. Ooh, so if you're looking for money, it looks successful. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. What does that mean? What does that mean? Is something going on? Do you need some cash? And they're telling you, hey, if the idea came to you, it was a divine idea. Money will come to you too. I'm not sure. What does that mean? Again, I get this anticipation. I get, and I also get the, the ketchup commercial too. So it's the music. It's all the music, anticipation. But this is telling you that if the idea has come to you, then the path, the money will come to you too. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. What crystal or energy for my Aries we have. Okay, reversed sapphire. Okay. Channeled wisdom, psychic ability, self-expression, destiny. Is it your destiny? Okay, my Aries, what did it mean? Please let me know. It's all good. Just breathe through it. Take care of yourself. Anticipation is wonderful. Just don't let it go into anxiety. Don't let it stress you. Anyway, my Aries, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Aries, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.